Hi you guys. So this is a little bit overdue. The last video I did, I was still in my first trimester, and now I am in my second. I was supposed to do my 16 weeks, but I am currently 18 weeks and 5 days, I believe. Yeah, I believe, because yeah, it's Thursday, November 20th. So I missed the 16 weeks. I just honestly totally blanked on it. So please forgive me for that. There's just been a lot going on, preparing for Thanksgiving, which is a week from today. We have our huge 12-foot Christmas tree sitting here because my husband is amazing and he knows that Christmas is everything to me, and he wanted to make it really special for me, and he allowed me to, not allowed, but he was all for us getting a 12-foot tree. We have these high ceilings in our new house, so yeah, I really wanted a big tree, like Rockefeller style, and he just kind of went along with it, and it's just amazing. I love married life. Let's start with that. We have been married for almost 3 months now. So it's been great. Is it 3 months? Yeah, almost 3 months. So yeah, that's crazy how much time is going by, which I know it's going by really fast because I'm already 18 weeks, almost 19 weeks on Saturday pregnant, which is crazy to me that I'm almost halfway through my pregnancy. I'm like, wait, it will be April before we know it. So yeah, but I wanted to come on here and give you guys the 18-week update before I have, for one, I probably won't do the 20 weeks now because I'm gonna take you guys probably with me to my anatomy scan. My husband might have to go out of town for work for my anatomy scan, which will be at 21 weeks. So I think I'm just gonna skip the 20 weeks unless something drastic happens, but I doubt that it will. So I think I'm just gonna skip that, bring you guys along with my 21 week, well, my 20 week, but I'll be 21 weeks at that point, anatomy scan. My mom will be coming with me, so I'll have her help me film some stuff. Sorry if you hear my washer and dryer going in the background. I'm doing laundry currently, but yeah, I'll have my mom help me film some stuff. She's not probably going to be as diligent as probably my husband would be, but if he does have to go out of town for work, then I'm bringing her along with me. But we'll know shortly if he does have to go out of town for work or not. So anyway, I have quite a few updates because it has been 6 weeks since I have filmed one of these. So for one, talking about second trimester. Oh, so sorry, skipping around a little bit. Going back to skipping the 20 weeks, we'll go to the anatomy scan at 21 weeks. So I'll probably film an update at 24 weeks. So I don't want to do like weekly or even every 2 weeks because I just feel like not a lot changes for me on a week-to-week basis. Not even like sometimes on a 2-week basis. So yeah, it just really would make no sense for me to do this in literally 2 weeks from now when I don't feel like much is going to change. So yeah. So I'm in the brink of my second trimester. It is a lot better than my first trimester. Still not easy. Don't get me wrong by any means. I'm still very tired, but I can actually like do more stuff, getting more stuff done, especially with our house. And we're gonna have a bunch of people over here next week for Thanksgiving. I'm hosting my first Thanksgiving in our new house, and I am doing the majority of the cooking. I don't know if you guys know this. Well, you guys probably know from seeing my vlogs. I was a single woman that I loved cooking and all of that. So now having a family of my own, having my husband, he loves my cooking, which makes me just so happy because I just put so much heart and soul into cooking. I've really found a passion for it, which was my goal for coming, being single and, wanting to be married and things like that. My goal was to really find a passion in cooking so that when I do have a family, that it wouldn't be like a burden for me. And it's just really not. I mean, some days I'm too tired to do it because I'm pregnant, but when I'm doing it, I just love it so much. And just, yeah, so I'm really, really excited to host my first Thanksgiving. Everyone's coming here because obviously I am preggo. So I think for one, everyone just wanted to make it easier on me, and everyone just wants to be around me at this time, which I get. Like, like I'm pregnant. It's the first baby in our family. Like, this is my mom's, I'm my mom's only child, and then my dad has another daughter who is 11 and a half years younger than me. So my sister is, 18. Is about to be 18. So, there's, this will be the first baby in our family in a really, really long time. This will be my mom and my dad's first grandchild. And this will be my husband's parents' first grandchild as well, like biologically, like not through step parents or anything like that, but like biological child. So I think that our grandchild. So I think that everyone just wants to be around. My uncle will be coming here from Seattle. So it will just be all around, like a lot of people here, and, and it just makes it easier on me, even though I'm going to be doing most of the cooking, but it's going to be amazing. Because yeah, I'll be trying things for the first time. Like, I've never made potato salad before, but I know how to make it. Deviled eggs, I've never actually made them before, but I love deviled eggs. I know how to make them. Like, it'll be a lot of stuff that I'm experimenting with, but it'll be a lot of stuff that I already know, like frying chicken, frying fish, all that stuff. Like, I got all that. So I'm really, really excited for that. Mashed potatoes, gonna make, like, broccoli, like a bunch of vegetables and stuff like that. My dad's bringing jerk chicken. If you guys don't know, I'm partly Jamaican. So my dad will bring the jerk chicken and the yellow rice and all that stuff. My stepmom is bringing is making a elote corn and bringing it. I'm gonna make the mac and cheese, which I just made it last week. We had a party on Saturday. My friend, or Paul's friend, Jen, threw us like a little, she called it a welcome to the family party, basically, like with all of his friends, and just like, really welcoming me, which was so amazing and just so sweet and thoughtful. They don't have to do that. And I've had, experiences in other relationships where friends have not been super nice to me. So, that to me was just so nice and just unexpected and honestly unwarranted. Like, it was not necessary, but just so thoughtful and caring, and like, did not have to go out of their way to do that, and they did it anyway. So I just thought that was really, really sweet and nice of them. And just, yeah, I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful to have, more support. Like, it's just great to know that we have a lot of people on our side and all of that. So yeah, I made the mac and cheese for that little get together, and it was good because I haven't made mac and cheese since last Thanksgiving. So it's good to know where I need to tweak and stuff like that, but it was still good overall. But there's just some things that I want to like do just a little bit differently. But anyway, so yeah, so Thanksgiving will be fun here next week. I will be almost 20 weeks. So yeah, it'll be a good point in my pregnancy to like, for everyone to see me, and like almost the halfway point of that, like, I'll be a little bit bigger and everyone will be able to see that. And just, I know a lot of people are just really, really excited. And yeah, so back to kind of some more symptoms from first trimester versus second. I have a lot less brain fog. I'm able to get up and do just a lot more things. I've been able to, like, you know, focus a little bit better. I'm reading. So I'm on book 10 right now. I'm reading The Housemaid by Frida McFadden, because they are making it into a movie next month. So I wanted to read it before they make it into a movie, because yeah, I find it really, really, because I want to watch the movie, obviously. But also it's a very popular book. So I've been wanting to read it. I've had the book for like a few months now. But now that they're making it to the movie, I decided to jump and read it, put it at the top of my reading list. So that's what I'm reading now. I have like 100 pages left. So yeah, so that is book 10 for the year. I know my goal for the year was 20 books, but I reduced it to 12 just because so much happened in the year that I wasn't able to really get to the 20 goal. But if I can, like, you know, read like maybe 13 or 14, like, instead of, like, you know, because I'm on book 10 right now, which I'm almost done with, and we're in November. So if I could read like maybe 3 more books, like if I could get like through another book this month, in the next 10 days, and then like 2 more, then I'll be satisfied with that. But 12 is my like goal, which is a book a month. So yeah, I've been really able to, like, you know, have a little bit more clarity in my brain, less brain fog. Not that it's much less, I still have, you know, a little bit of brain fog. My headaches have become more intense. I was getting a little bit of headaches first trimester, but they do become more intense. I am able to stomach coffee now, so I think it's that when I don't have caffeine, that my headache just is, yeah, I get headaches. So that is a little bit harder for me to deal with if I don't go with caffeine, because it's like some days it helps though. It helps me to stay balanced and to not feel so tired some days. But yeah, not every day do I want coffee, because I'm just like, you know, I do want to not be able to, like, you know, need it. And because I know that you can have 1 cup of coffee a day, but I just also don't want to, like, have to rely on it. And I don't know how good it is for the baby, and I just don't want it to become an issue later down the line for whatever reason. I know it probably won't be an issue, but I just don't want that. I just don't want that in general. So yeah, the headaches have been a big thing right now. I'm getting a little bit of pain. It's mainly on my right side here. I don't know if I have like a bruised rib, if this is where she just sits and she has, like, you know, that big old head is just here, or her foot is here, or I don't know what's happening in this area, but my ribs are hurting incessantly. Sometimes it would usually just be at night, but now it's like all throughout the day. Like right now I'm even experiencing the pain. It has kind of shifted over to this side, not as much as this side, but yeah, this is like inflamed to the max. So I do have an appointment on Monday with my OB. So I am going to ask her like what that means, or if that's a cause for concern or anything like that, because my husband's a little bit concerned about it too, and he's like, you know, we should bring that up. So I definitely will be bringing it up. I think that we are going to be revealing our baby girl's name at Thanksgiving. I don't know yet. I'm still a little bit iffy about it. I just, you know, I don't want, for one, I was wanting to hold out a little bit longer. I don't know if I want to do it or not. I'm still debating. I have a week to decide. Well, I don't really have a week, because I did want to do something cute for the name reveal, like put it on a little chalkboard or something to just kind of reveal the name, but I don't know. I'm still debating on that. So yeah, that's still a thing. But I think we will reveal it just because we'll have everyone here. I was thinking about waiting until my baby shower, but I think I'm just gonna reveal the name and decide, yeah, probably this weekend or so, I'll decide if that's what I really want to do. But I know my husband wants to reveal it, and he wants to share the name, and he's excited about the name, and you know, it's actually a name that he chose, so I know that that is like something that he wants. And yeah, so yeah, other symptoms or other things that I just feel like are relevant. I did start using a belly balm, so I'm using the Summer Fridays belly balm. I bought 2 of them from Sephora, so that is what I'm using right now. I don't have any stretch marks. I'll show you my belly towards the end. So sorry about my washer and dryer. Our house is coming together along really, really well. My husband is amazing. He does so much for our family and so much for our household, and I just am having lucky girl syndrome. I feel like I just know that he is going to be the most amazing father because he is the most amazing husband. And I just know that, you know, our family is going to be so well taken care of, that he just puts his whole, everything he does is, for one, just for me alone. Like, obviously, you know, we're married, so we're a family, but just knowing what he does just for me, without even having like our daughter here, just makes me feel so solidified, that he is going to do the most for our daughter. And that just really pumps me up and gets me so excited, and so it just makes me feel so loved, and I just feel so lucky. He does just every little small thing. I know that he does it for our family, and that just warms my heart and just makes me like, for one, make me feel like, because a lot of people will say we rushed into our marriage and rushed into what, you know, our situation, but when you know, you know. And we just, every day, I just know that these are the reasons why I've made the decisions that I've made, and that God put it in my heart to know that this was the right decision, and that, yeah, that everything is the way that God intended, honestly. And it just, God does not make mistakes, and he did not allow me to make the mistake of knowing that this was the right thing for my future, for my daughter, for us as a family. And that he knew that, you know, my husband was my family. And yeah. So let me stop praising him for a second and get back to symptoms. So yeah, I have just been a little bit more uncomfortable these days just because I'm getting bigger now. I do have a little bump, so I will show you. It's not anything crazy, but it is me getting a little bit bigger. So, yeah, I do know that, you know, I've been a little bit uncomfortable, back hurting a little bit more just because I can't sleep as well as I used to. I have been having a little bit of sleep regression. However, with the fact that, I'm not sleeping as great as I was sleeping better, you know, in the past weeks, but I feel like I'm having like a little bit of sleep regression, and that, you know, I can't fall asleep as easily, and it's just been really, really hard, for me. I do have my pregnancy pillow. Sleeping with that has been great. It has been helping, but, you know, and it is a little bit restricting. I feel like I have the Mom Cozy pregnancy pillow, so it is a little bit annoying, but, you know, once I'm in the thick of sleeping, it's fine. Things like that. I've been keeping up with my pregnancy journal, which is great. I've been keeping track of my water intake. I've been taking my vitamins regularly and everything like that. So that has been, you know, really, really good. I've been keeping up with my appointments. I don't know if I discussed this the last time, but when I got my blood test results back, my daughter, I was positive for a carrier. I'm a positive carrier for cystic fibrosis. My husband was supposed to get tested the last time that we went to the doctor, but he didn't have his insurance card, so he's getting tested Monday. And on Monday, he'll get his blood test, and we'll see if he's a carrier for it, because then that will mean that our daughter has a 1 in 4 chance, which is about 25% of her having it, which is basically a lung disorder where you might have to be on breathing treatments. It's a lot of mucus buildup basically. So hopefully that won't be too big of a concern, but everything else came out great. I'm having a low risk pregnancy. So I think I discussed this the last video, but if I didn't, just running through that again. But it's not too much of a cause for concern, because there is only, 25% is like a really low chance of getting it. So, yeah, I don't think that we'll have that problem at all. But I'm trusting in God that, she will be perfect. She will come out perfect. She will be everything that we've ever dreamed of. And, I know that, God has got this. He makes no mistakes. Everything is perfect in his image. And the way she comes out, we will love her regardless. She will be amazing. She will be smart, intelligent, beautiful, loving, every characteristic that I love about her dad. She will get every characteristic that he loves about me. She will get, and then she will form into her own person and have amazing characteristics that we both love about her. And, we will raise her in a beautiful image as well, and raise her to be an amazing individual. So yeah, all that to say, we are not worried about, any, we rebuke any illness, sickness, negativity, anything that, all of that, we rebuke that. So, yeah. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I wanted to share, but I think just, continuing, going through the pregnancy, seeing how my body is. Oh, I have stopped working out for just the time being, only because we're going to talk about this in a second. My hair is straight right now, and I stopped working out so that my hair doesn't sweat out, for one, and for two, because I felt like it was a burden on my day. I would dread working out every single day, that I would end up doing nothing all day, and then just like at the end of the day I would like force myself to work out, and it just, but I do think that I'm gonna work out tomorrow and probably take a ballet class on Saturday. So I did go to ballet class earlier in this month, so that was, and it was amazing, because it was a class I haven't taken in a really long time, so that made me feel good. But yeah, I am definitely like, I'm still like, I just took a little break, because I just wanted my body to just, be able to heal and everything like that. But I will work out these 2 days, and then Saturday or Sunday, we are going to Delaware, because I am getting my hair done. My stepmom's gonna do my hair for me. Don't know if you can tell, but your girl is in need of a little trim. So I straightened my hair myself about 10 days ago now, last Tuesday. I do need a little bit of a trim. It's not severe, however, at all. My hair is so healthy right now. My hair is over a week old, so that's why it's looking like not as fresh, but my hair is honestly so healthy right now. If you guys don't remember, I went to Delaware last year, and my stepmom did my hair, and I just kind of started like a little bit more of a healthier journey. I had neglected my hair for a little bit, just because of how busy my schedule was, but I am back into it. And I think, the pregnancy, I've heard that just pregnancy just, shoots up those and boosts up, clearer skin, which I'm having a little bit of skin issues, which I was not having before I got pregnant. So my skin is not in the best shape. I'm making sure to keep up with it though, and just make sure that like, get back into just like my routine and stuff. Cause I do feel like a little bit slightly. I was off my routine because I was so tired and I was not like, you know, but yeah, skin is a different issue. I'm having a little bit of skin issues, but it's not so severe. I'm just like a little bit of dark marks, but I'm getting back into my skincare routine. But for my hair, I do feel like, you know, the pregnancy has really been boosting my hair health for one. For two, because when I straightened it, it just felt so healthy, so much thicker than it did last year when I got my hair done. And since last year, so that was a year ago, I got my hair done November 15th of last year. I gave myself a trim 6 months after that in May. And yeah, now it is about to be November. Well, when we go to Delaware, it'll be November 23rd. So I am gonna get like a real proper trim while my hair is like straight and stuff, because I gave myself and if you go back to some of the vlogs, you'll see that I gave myself a trim back in May. I can't remember exactly which vlog it is, but yeah, so I'm getting a real proper trim while it's straight and professional, like, you know, cleansing of my scalp and everything like that. I am currently not going to be getting braids until I give birth. I just have decided to put a pause on getting braids, even though I do feel like the braids have helped. I do just want to, you know, wear my hair. I'm only gonna straighten my hair. I'm debating, but I straightened my hair this past time, and then just because I got a new flat iron and I really wanted to test it out. I got the Babyliss like titanium flat iron, so I did want to like use it and, you know, test it out and do all of that and give my hair like, you know, a really good blowout, because my curly hair was just not it. I just felt like I just was not into it at the moment. So I really wanted to straighten my hair and just, you know, see how it was. And then yeah, so I straightened it this time, and then I'll straighten it well, I'll have my like stepmom straighten it for, you know, Thanksgiving and the holidays, and just so my hair is done for that. And then I'll probably wear it curly for the rest of the time until I give birth, until I get my braids, which I am not sure if I'm gonna straighten my hair for Christmas or not. I'm debating on that, but I do want, you know, to just get back into just like a healthier routine, and I'm back into my healthy hair routine after neglecting my hair for a little while. So this is, I will say, I don't know if you can tell, but this is just kind of how long my hair is. So, you know, it's good, and it's at a really, you know, good length. I'm gonna get a trim, and that will help, you know, just stick to a healthy hair goal. And then I do want, you know, to grow it out to probably like bra strap length. So that's about like, because where it's at now, yeah, so that's not that many inches, like maybe like 3 inches by the time that I am ready to braid my hair up. So, you know, I do want to grow it to that, and that's just kind of my goal at the moment. So we'll see. I mean, I'm not, you know, I'm happy with where my hair is, and, you know, things like that. And, you know, there's no pressure in growing my hair, but I do just want it to be a little bit longer. Yeah, and we'll see from there, depending on how that goes and things like that. But I'm really, really happy with it. And yeah, I measured it. It's about 9 to 10 inches. So not like in some areas, excuse me, in some areas it's like 9. So I'm pretty sure when I get a trim, it'll be like around 8 and a half or so. So yeah, so hopefully hoping to grow it to like about 12 inches all around. Some places in the middle of my head are like a lot shorter and really, really need a trim. But anyway, yeah, I think the pregnancy is just really helping my hair to flourish and to grow and things like that. So it's really making me happy to be just on a healthier hair journey. It's feeling a lot healthier. Health is more of my concern over, like, the thickness and the health of it is more of a concern for me than the length of it. But, you know, length is a plus to that. So it's a lot healthier than it was a year ago. So I'm really happy with where I'm at right now. So, you know, and that's all that I can say. So I think that is pretty much everything. You know, the headaches, not really working out right now, but still trying to stay in that headspace, just being overall healthy, getting my good water intake. I'm able to eat a lot more, which is great, because my husband was really concerned about the fact that I was not eating, which was not a big concern for me. But I am happy that I can eat things again. I'm able to wear perfume again. Some things just don't disgust me as much. I am not feeling as icky and sick. I'm able to wear perfume again, and like, you know, certain scents still do bother me. I had to switch up my deodorant. I was wearing the Lumi toasted coconut, but that smell, I just could not get with it. So right now I'm wearing the Vanilla Bliss, which I think is limited edition. So I did buy another one just so I could have it. And then I'll go back to Sweet Tangerine, which was what I wore before I started wearing the toasted coconut, but the toasted coconut is just, I think it's just a little too strong for me. So I'm going to have the Vanilla Bliss through the winter, and then I'll probably go back to the Sweet Tangerine during the, which I hope the sourness of it doesn't make me sick, but I haven't tried it. So yeah. So yeah, I'm able to, you know, just not feel so lightheaded with the perfume. I'm wearing body spray, so it's a little bit less lighter during like days like this where I'm just not going anywhere, but you know, I am able to do that. I've officially changed my last name. So I went to the DMV and I did all of that, changed everything. So me and my husband finally share a last name, and our baby girl will share our last name. So I'm super excited about that. So yeah, that's something that's really exciting me too, is that I am officially like married. I'm like legally, like, that's my name and that's my new name, and it's great. So I did drop my middle name, and now my last name is my middle name, and then I tacked on my husband's last name as my last name. So yeah, and the reason why I kept my last name as my middle name is because, for one, I have a sister. So just being tied to her has always been really important to me. Since the day she was born, I've always, you know, me and her are the last two Harris girls. We are the last two of our family, and the name, you know, for one, it's important to me, to my dad, to all of us, and we're the last. So I just, you know, that name to me is like, I don't know, I wanted to keep it, and my middle name just wasn't as important to me to keep. It was more of like, you know, that name ties to my dad and my sister and things like that. So that's the reason why I kept it. And yeah, it just gives me a tie to my family and yeah, to who I am. I really feel like, you know, that's just who I've always been, Reagan Harris. So I'll still be Reagan Harris, just with my husband's last name attached to it. So yeah. I think that's it. I've been talking for almost 35 minutes now. So I need to eat something. It's already 2:30 p.m. So yeah, so I want to eat something. We have a viewing to go to today. My husband's mom's friend's mom, I think, has passed. So we are going to go to the viewing to show our respects later today. So my husband should be home pretty soon, probably in like the next 2 hours or so. So I'm going to chill. I'm doing laundry right now. I did want to go to the dry cleaners, but I don't think that's going to happen. I need to write some thank you notes for the items that we have been gifted so far for our baby. And yeah. And then I'm going to read my book and hopefully get to part 2, because it's broken up in 3 parts, it seems like. So I'm on part 2 right now, and get through part 2 today, and then hopefully I can finish the book by Sunday, hopefully. And then yeah, we have a long drive to Delaware on Sunday, so hopefully I can finish it on the drive if I don't decide to sleep. Because I actually do not like road trips. I have been in a car probably half of my life, going back and forth from Virginia to Delaware, growing up and back and forth from my mom to my dad's house, and I'm just not big on road trips. So yeah, they are just not big on that. And I think now being pregnant, I'm like really, really, really not big on it. So yeah, just sitting too long is just not it. I have to be like laying down if I'm gonna be sitting for a long time. So yeah, I probably will get a little rest in. I'm actually feeling tired right now. Like pregnancy exhaustion is a whole other level. It is insane. Insane. Oh, I guess I can tell you guys this. I'm gonna talk for a little bit longer. Sorry, I'm just like ranting. I want to fill you guys in. But my last experience with my doctor's office, absolutely love my doctor. She has been my doctor since I was 16 years old. She is an amazing, amazing doctor, but her front desk staff has really been making my experience not so great. So I don't want to say it was the first time. I think it was our second time. So not the pregnancy confirmation, but the appointment after the pregnancy confirmation, because it was a pregnancy confirmation and then we went 2 weeks after that. Like, yeah. And that appointment just really bothered me, for one, because because the front desk staff, for one, it was like trying to book an appointment was just insane. Like it was just way too much. I know they were having some new people that work there. There used to be a girl that worked there that I remember, and I don't know. I mean, I guess just now, people switch jobs and stuff like that. So that experience was really annoying for me because, we're trying to make it work with my husband's work schedule and everything like that and all of that. So we're trying to book the ultrasound and the appointment, and they're telling me that the ultrasound, and my husband can only really take off Mondays and Fridays, like are the days that he can really, really get like those days off. So they're like, yeah, the ultrasound tech only comes in on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We're like, well, today's a Monday. How is that possible? Or maybe it was a Friday. I can't remember. It was like either a Friday or Monday that we were there. And I'm like, okay, but this is the catch. I never even needed an ultrasound for the next appointment. So our last appointment, which was the last one, they call us 5 minutes before we get to the appointment. We live an hour and 15 minutes without traffic away from the doctor's office because we've moved and we live further now, but I still wanted to go to this OB because I know her, and I just wanted my first pregnancy to be with somebody that I know, that I feel comfortable with. So 5 minutes, my appointment is at 9:30 in the morning. We left our house at 8 a.m. 5 minutes before my appointment, they call me and say, oh, you don't need the ultrasound. You can come at 10:50 when the doctor can see you or whatever. I'm like, why are you guys just calling me now? We drove over an hour to get here. You guys are just now calling me. You've had this on your books for a month. I booked this with you guys 4 weeks ago. And you guys are just now calling me today. You guys had this on your books yesterday. Don't you guys confirm, even if it wasn't today that you guys are confirming the appointment? Like even if it's, even if it wasn't 4 weeks ago when you confirmed the appointment, don't you guys look a week in advance at your schedules and be like, oh, this is what we have coming up for the week? And even if not that, didn't you guys look at it on Friday to see what's coming up on Monday? Because this was a Monday, so I get it. They're not open on Saturdays and Sundays, but at least on Friday, you look at the book and you say, don't you confirm your appointments before? Like every doctor's office I've ever been to has confirmed has someone call and confirm the appointment. I've never worked in a doctor's office before, but I've had a working interview in a doctor's office before. And I'm like, don't you guys call to confirm your appointments beforehand? Like, don't you guys call to confirm and let them know and stuff like that? Like, that's just what makes sense to me. So wouldn't you see that I didn't need the ultrasound before that? So that just really bothered me. And then it's like the girl is sitting there. We've seen her 3 times at this point, and she still keeps claiming that she's new. Honey, I've been pregnant for 3 months now. You're not new anymore. You can't keep using that as an excuse to not really know what to do in a situation. It's like, well, I'm new. It's like, okay, we get that you're new and you probably never, but you can't use it as an excuse every single time. It's like, oh, I started 3 months ago and it was just like, I'm new. Like trying to like take the heat off of her, which is like, I get it, but that's not the way you deal with something. In my personal opinion, as someone who has worked in customer service for a very long time, like to me, it's like, you should just say, I've only been here for a few months and I've never dealt with this kind of situation before. Let me ask someone, and even if you're not new, even if you worked there for a year or whatever, it's like, I've never dealt with this particular situation anymore. Let me see how to handle it. So, and this was the situation. The situation is that we're checking out from that appointment, the appointment where I didn't need the ultrasound anymore, which was disappointing because we're excited because we're going to go see the baby, whatever. They just do the heartbeat, whatever. So, which is fine. We were satisfied with the heartbeat. It was a little disappointing, but still. We go to check out, and I have off-market insurance because open enrollment for my husband starts actually today. So we are figuring out what we're gonna do with insurance. I'm canceling my off-market insurance that I got back in June. Because it doesn't cover prenatal, and the prenatal insurance is just way too expensive. So, or like maternity insurance, whatever they call it. So, I'm canceling it anyway, which I'm canceling it because, for one, we've already decided that we're going to be on the same insurance because we're having a child, for one, and we're married, for two. But so I'm like, okay, but I still have my insurance until November because that was what, we had agreed on until his open enrollment starts. But because I have off-market insurance, I didn't have prenatal insurance tacked on to that. I didn't have prenatal insurance tacked on, which, okay, fine. We're waiting till November to see what we're going to do about our current insurance situation. So I tell them that, I'm like, then they're like, okay, well, you can pay out of pocket for this, or you can pay on a payment plan for your whole, birthing experience, delivery plan, everything. I'm like, well, I don't want to pay for the whole thing out of pocket right now because we're figuring out our insurance situation. So they're like, okay, we pay the however much the appointment is, whatever. We pay for it, and then she's like, oh, okay. So I'm like, okay, so can we book our next appointment now? She's like, yeah, well, we're not allowed to book the next appointment until you figure out your insurance situation. What? What does that mean? How is that even possible that I can't book an insurance? I paid you. You guys have your money. You're paid. I still need the appointment regardless. It's not like I'm sitting here like not willing to pay and being like, oh, I'll figure out my insurance situation and then I'll pay it later, and then still wanting to book the appointment. I just paid you guys an arm and a leg at that, because you guys know out of pocket medical bills, it's expensive. I'm sure everybody knows this. So I don't understand how you're saying to me that you guys are not allowing me to book my next appointment when you guys have your money. That should have nothing to do with, so I'm like irritated because it's always like some kind of roadblock when I've been a patient with you guys for over like 10 years, like almost 15 years at this point. Like, you guys can see my medical history. You guys can see that I paid every single bill. You guys can see that I've never had any issues with you guys, but you guys are trying to deny me medical care. I still need the care. Like, you guys, so it just really, really bothered me. That just like really bothered me. And like that even made me like spiral and like made me like even want to like think about changing OBs. I'm not going to do it at this point because I'm halfway through, and I do love my doctor and I do want her to deliver my daughter. But honestly, like I'm thinking that for one, it's so far that to have to keep going in almost an hour and a half out of our way to get this kind of service every time, is it even worth it? Like, you know, so I'm really thinking of finding someone closer to where we live for my next for our next you know, doctor's visit, or for our next baby, because we are already planning for baby number 2. But yeah, so that just that has really been souring the experience for me. So that has just, you know, not been great at all. We have a bunch of clothes here, a bunch of baby clothes, which is crazy. So we need to get the nursery together. We said we were going to wait until after the holidays, so January. I guess I can show you kind of what the vibe of our nursery is. I'll show you one picture of what I am kind of going for in our nursery. Like the little vibe. So that is kind of the vibe, like very ethereal, pink clouds and everything like that for our nursery. I'll show you another picture. I thought this one was gorgeous too, and just so cute and everything like that. Just really light neutrals, pastels, things like that. Ethereal, dreamy. That's kind of the vibe that we're going for the nursery. But that room in there is a mess right now, so it is all filled with a whole bunch of stuff, and we got to get that together. But the house is really coming together. We have all of our TVs mounted and everything like that, so it'll be really, really fun for Thanksgiving, and I'm excited for the family to be here. So yeah, I think that is all that I have to tell you guys. I'm trying to rack my brain, but my brain is no good right now. So yeah, but yeah, that is like everything. Oh, I have, first of all, my boobs are huge. I mean, I've always had bigger boobs, but they are really big right now, which is insane. But I have gained so far since the last time I weighed myself, which I think was like either Sunday or Monday. I have gained about 13 pounds. So I started at 145. I am currently 158. So I am about 13 pounds. My goal is to be to not gain more than 35. I mean, I know it's out of my control, but yeah, I'm hoping that I don't get over 180. My husband thinks I won't even get to that, but if I do 180, so that hopefully I can snap back easily. So yeah, so we're going to have our 20 week, which will be in my 21 weeks anatomy scan next. I will try to bring you guys along with that as best as I can. And yeah, I think that is everything. If I miss anything, I will try to rack my brain and come back on here and tell you guys. The washer is going crazy, so I'm going to show you my belly really quick and get on out of here so I can eat, because I said that 15 minutes ago. So yeah, here is what my belly is looking like. Let me push you guys back a little bit. So this is a front view. Oh, I'm having some serious rib pain. So, ooh, and this is the side. Let's see, maybe the light is better on this side. Yeah. So a little bump, nothing crazy. I know that I'm gonna gain the most of my weight or the most of my belly in the 3rd trimester. So when 28 weeks comes, I'm sure I'll be a lot bigger. But I am going to finish doing this laundry, do the things that I need to do today around the house, and I will, yeah, catch up with you guys a little bit later. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed my 18-week pregnancy update. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Good morning, you guys. I don't know if you can tell by the background, if you're an OG, I used to film my videos here a long time ago when I lived here, but I'm at my mom's house. We have our anatomy scan today. So today is December 8th. It is like, what time is it? It is 7:54. My appointment is at 9. I'm supposed to be there at 8:45. So I do have to get going soon. I want to eat a little something. So I'm going to eat my leftovers from dinner we had at Eddie V's yesterday. I'm staying at my mom's house. I've been staying here all weekend because, for one, I had a Friendsgiving that I went to that was in Fairfax, and then I just didn't feel like driving all the way back out to our house. It just didn't make sense. So I just stayed here, and then my mom had a Christmas party that was in Maryland. So it was just like, you know, instead of just going back and forth from where we live, which is a little far, I just stayed here the whole weekend. And then because I had my testing today, I was going to stay here last night anyway to go to my appointment because it's in Alexandria and it's just closer to my mom's house. So that is why I've been staying here all weekend. My husband's out of town, so that's also why I've been staying here. I wouldn't stay here if my husband was home. But my husband's out of town for work, so it just made sense. Like, I didn't want to be home alone, for one, pregnant, and for two, I had all of that going on this weekend, and no point of going back and forth when I would be home alone and it would be traveling out of the way. So yeah, but I'm getting ready for the anatomy scan. I am 21 weeks and 2 days today. So yeah, I'm excited. I just wanted to come on here and kind of preface you guys what's going on. I'm gonna try to get my mom to film as much as possible for me. So she's gonna meet me there because she's already in Alexandria right now. So she's about to meet me there. And I'm really excited. I'm sad hubby's missing this appointment because this is like our big appointment where we get to just make sure that like all of her functions are doing well, and all of that. But just wanted to come on here and say hey and all of that. I'll show you guys a little bump because I am getting a bump right now. So I am past my halfway point, which is amazing and crazy that I'm already at this point. But yeah, I definitely do have a belly. I do need to change out my belly ring, so I'm gonna order just the pregnancy belly ring from Amazon soon. But yeah, I am poking out a little bit. I do have like some updates and stuff, but I'm not gonna do an update video until 24 weeks. I know that's like 6 weeks from the last time I've done one, and I feel like my last update video was very scattered a little bit. So yeah, I have like more concise, and like I've actually like taken notes and all of that stuff. So anyway, I need to eat because they say to eat a little bit before your ultrasound so that maybe she can be like a little bit active and a little bit woken up, so maybe we can see her move and stuff. But I don't want to have a coffee because I don't want her to be too active where they can't get good pictures. So yeah, I'm gonna save my coffee for after. But yeah, I am going to bring you guys along to the office. This is my first time going to this office because it's going to be at the place where I am actually going to be giving birth. So yeah, I'm excited to see everything, but I'm gonna take 5 minutes to scarf down this food really quick and then get on out of here so that we are right on time. I filled out all the paperwork online, checked in, but I do have to finish the check-in process obviously when I get into the office, when they see me face to face. So anyway, done rambling. Let's go see my baby. Hi you guys. So I am back with an update for you. So the last time I spoke to you guys, I was headed to my anatomy scan. I was 21 weeks and 3 days. Yeah, 3 days. So I used to count my days starting from Saturday, but because my due date is on a Friday, they've moved my due date is April 17th, which is a Friday. So I guess my weeks start on Fridays now. So yeah, so it was a Monday. That was December the 8th. So I was 21 and 3 days. I am now 24 weeks and 3 days. It is Monday the 29th. So the holidays have ended, so I hope everyone had a Merry Christmas and, whatever it is that you celebrate, happy holidays. New Year's Eve is not until Wednesday. So, the holidays are coming around, but I wanted to get this update done before, we get into the new year and before I'm too far along, because this will be my last update until I begin my third trimester. So my next update is going to be my 28 week update. So just so that it's not like boring and repetitive and all of these things. And then I'm going to split these up. I finally decided how I want to split these up. So it'll be like my first trimester, kind of all my updates from the first trimester, second trimester, and then third trimester. I'll have all the updates. So this will be the last one for the second trimester. So I want to start off with how I'm feeling. I'm feeling a lot better energy-wise. Unfortunately, this is not like a super easygoing pregnancy. I know some women are lucky and get to just have, the most, energy. Oh, sorry, let me backtrack. So the last time you guys saw me, I was on my way to my anatomy scan. I wasn't able to film in this scan at all. There was no pictures or video allowed. So that was a little bit of a bummer because I thought I was gonna be able to take you guys with me and I wasn't. So yeah, that kind of sucked. Also, my husband wasn't able to go, so that also sucked. But we do have a second anatomy scan tomorrow, actually. So, yeah, where he's gonna be able to go with me. My hands are a little ashy just because I just washed them, so please forgive. But, excuse me. Yeah, pregnancy makes you so gassy. So anyway, yeah, I wasn't able to bring you guys along, which super sucked, but tomorrow we're gonna go again. They weren't able to get all of the babies, like they couldn't look at all of her heart or whatever, the way she was positioned and stuff. She was so cute, sitting with her little legs crossed, like my little princess diva girl. Like I'm like over the moon because I'm just so excited that I'm gonna have a girl. Like I thought I was gonna, and this is total transparency, I thought we were gonna have a boy, honestly, because for one, my husband, he is a third, so I thought we were gonna have a fourth, like his, keep the lineage going with the name. So I was really looking forward to that. But honestly, now that we're having a girl, like I'm so excited to see my husband as a girl dad. I'm so excited to be like a girl mom. I don't really believe in that, but like I'm just so excited to raise a girl. Like I'm just super excited. We are just, getting so happy, like, with the name and just me getting like naming her. She's just becoming more and more real to me. So yeah, I mean, just like, but yeah, so they couldn't get all the pictures that they needed from her when we went. So we are going back tomorrow, and then that will be my last appointment with this OB, with them, with like, the OB and the, the hospital that I am currently dealing with. The reason why I'm switching OBs halfway through my pregnancy, which is not ideal for me, I don't know if you guys know this, but I am like huge on being with the same doctor. I've had the same OBGYN since I was 16 years old. So almost 15 years at this point. I've been going to my same doctor since I got on birth control, basically. And it is a little sad that I do need to switch, but there are a few factors into why I'm switching. For one, her office hours just aren't convenient for me, for the fact that she is so far from us. As you know, we moved into our new house, where I am right now, and it's very far from her office. So it just doesn't work, you know, traveling all that way. And for us to just not get the most attentive service, especially from her front desk. She is amazing. Like, I love her. I've known her my whole womanhood, basically, you know, but unfortunately, it's just, I spoke about it in my last update. Excuse me, I have to drink some water. Unfortunately, her office just is not accommodating to what I'm looking for in care. So I do have to switch over to an office that's about 30 minutes away from here. So it'll just be a lot more convenient for me, my husband, and all of that. So that's why I'm switching OBs. I'm in the process of doing that right now. So this will be our last appointment, and then I'll have OB appointments hopefully starting up on the 19th with them. So I still haven't done like my sugar test, like the gestational diabetes test. I haven't done any of that stuff yet, and it's really, really important. So I really need to get in and see someone, and just the hours or just not convenient, and the drive is just too far if something happens or whatever, but we'll get into all of that. So yeah, that is why we are switching OBs. And also the timing just doesn't work because I am going back to work on next Monday after the holiday. So because I am going back to work, I do need a little bit more flexibility with doctor's offices that will accommodate, you know, days that I'll be able to take off of work and things of that nature. So yeah, but overall, unfortunately, yeah, I'm not having the greatest kind of experience, pregnancy wise, you know, and I'll get into this now. I have had a couple bleeding episodes in the last 2 weeks, which have really scared me. So I bled twice, and then yesterday actually I bled again. So I did end up going to the ER and getting checked out and making sure baby's okay. She's still in there moving and grooving. This girl is gonna be super active because she is definitely a little dancer, just like her mother. So she is definitely super, super active, which makes me so happy, honestly, that I can just feel her now. So much movement going on. So yeah, but it scared me, and my husband was just like, let's just go to the ER, make sure everything's okay, make sure it's looking good so we can get some answers. So basically what they told me is that it could be a number of things. For one, it could be my fibroids. I was diagnosed with fibroids back in this past April. So it could be that. It also could be this diagnosis that I actually got during my anatomy scan, which is velamentous cord insertion. So if you do not know what that is, basically you have your placenta and the umbilical cord that attaches to your baby, where your baby gets nutrients and oxygen and all of that, is sitting on the membrane of the placenta and not actually attached to the placenta itself. So that is the condition that I have. So it could also be that. which that freaked me out hearing about that in my anatomy scan, because I'm a mom. And obviously I worry about the safety of my baby, and she's in my body. So it's like, I have to control her growing. And, you know, before you become a mom, you don't really think about it. You don't, you know, obviously you think about it, but you don't really, it's not really prevalent to you until you are growing this baby inside of you. And for me, yeah, I just, so much more things are evident to me now that I am doing the growing myself, that it's like, you know, you want your body to behave. You want your body to do what's right. You want your body to grow this healthy baby, because it's like they can't fend for themselves. I am their lifeline. I am their protector. I am their mother. And I, you know, obviously I have a huge role in her development. But, you know, the body is also like, you know, sometimes you can't control it. It's, you know, the body's going to do what it's going to do. And, you know, it can be frustrating because you want your body to do what it's supposed to do. And that is grow my baby in the healthiest way possible. And, you know, you don't want any mishaps. You don't want to see bleeding. You don't want to see these things. You don't want to, like, you know, but unfortunately, you know, and you don't want, you know, something to happen to you or the baby when it's time to deliver and things, all of these things. You know, you have a certain way that you think that, you know, you're going to have your baby. Like me, I really am pushing for a natural birth, but I also have to realize that, you know, my body may not be able to support a natural birth. You know, or I want to be able to go the full 40 weeks because, you know, our baby will be stronger, healthier, better in all of those ways if I can make it to the full 40 weeks. But also, there are other things at play that I just don't have the capacity to control. So, yeah. So that was how my anatomy scan went the last time. Just hearing about that really freaked me out, looking it up and just knowing the causes. So I've tried to, you know, just rest and not push my body too hard. I, you know, wanted to start back working out for the new year, but I am just going to put working out on the back burner right now. And like I said, as much as I would love to be, you know, have an easy pregnancy and be one of those moms who, you know, could work out their whole pregnancy, it's just, to me, not what my body needs right now. My body needs to, you know, just not have all these extra things going on. So I just think resting and, you know, and that's what he told me yesterday at the ER when I went, the OB on call let me know that, you know, just, you know, it's not bed rest that you need, but, you know, just not doing anything strenuous and things like that. Especially with me about to go to work and all of this stuff. I just think that, you know, he was just saying that it's best for me to just not push myself in that way. Because now we're in like kind of a vulnerable point from the 24 to 28 week mark. So yeah, I just have to be cautious about that. So I'm trying to just listen to my body, listen to my doctors and all of that. Cause, okay, so back to the bleeding. I have some notes here, so I'm just going through that. So back to the, first time I bled, I just thought that it was because I haven't been as regular as I would like to be, want to be, all of that stuff. Because I don't know, I just haven't been as regular. So I'm making sure that like I stay regular, if you know what I mean by regular. Regular. like make sure I'm going regularly. Because, you know, since I've been pregnant, it's been every 3 days, sometimes 5 days. Like in the beginning, like probably the first trimester, I could go days without, you know, doing my business. So yeah, which is not good. So yeah. So I thought that's what the bleeding was attributed to, because I was feeling a little bit of cramping and just feeling a little backed up. So I thought the bleeding was due to like just irritated stomach. And I got that from my doula, because I did hire a doula for this process. I just want other opinions, because for one, like I said, I wasn't getting the most out of my appointments with my OB, I felt like. So just having that person that I can call when I'm freaking out or whatever, and she's a close family friend. So knowing that I have that extra support behind me is just insane in the best way possible. So I did hire a doula, and it's just so encouraging. Like even yesterday when I went to the hospital to go get checked out and everything, and after I gave her the updates, she just let me know that, like, you know, she's like, you know, I'm just super proud of you. And I think that her saying that, excuse me, is just like me protecting my baby. And, you know, I just sometimes can see how moms can sometimes not always do what is best for their baby, and they can become a little neglectful. And I think she's just saying that, you know, she just is proud of kind of how I'm handling things, and just how I just can see like how I'm gonna be as a mother. And, you know, motherhood is just something I've always wanted. And now that it's just this much closer for me, I'm so grateful. I just am so excited to take on this role, and I've already taken it on, and I'm already like excited to just hold my baby and just be there for her and just, you know, be her mom. I'm just so excited to be her mom. And yeah, I'm just gonna put everything I have into being her little mommy. So yeah, another thing that they said at the ER yesterday was that it could just also be some like extra bleeding in the uterus lining from when, you know, the uterus is expanding as the baby is growing. So it wasn't too much cause for concern, but they said that if I like start feeling some decreased fetal movement, or if the bleeding becomes nonstop again, or if I just have any concerns, come back or call my OB, which I'll be switching OBs. So yeah. I talked about feeling sad. I talked about my due dates changing, not being regular. I did want to hire a midwife, but because I'm having so many issues with this pregnancy, I think it's just best to, you know, keep with my OB, which I do think my OB has a midwife that works with her. We met her yesterday. She was super sweet. So I think that, you know, but I don't think that, because I did want to give at-home birth. I looked into it, and I did want to give it like, you know, an option in my brain or what have you. I'm sorry, I'm like looking at my hair. But yeah, I was looking into it, but it just doesn't seem like it's gonna work out. I just want to ensure that like I'm somewhere where I can get all the medical necessities, considering that I have this cord insertion issue, and that I just haven't been having the easiest pregnancy. I just want to make sure that I'm in the care of a lot of people around, and yeah. So yeah, I'm not gonna probably get the natural birth that I want. A C-section does look like it's on the horizon for me, but I am still praying and hoping. I just have to, you know, get out of the mindset of it may not go the way that I want. So, which is why I'm not saying that I'm pushing for a C-section or anything by any means. If I can have natural, I still want to go that route, but I'm also giving into doing what's best for my body, but also doing what's best for my baby. And that's all that matters, is my baby is healthy and she has a healthy mom who can take care of her. That's all I want. So yeah. Yes, so we talked about that. The last time I went to my OB appointment, which was the 24th of November, baby was measuring 2 weeks ahead, so we have a little bit of a chunky monkey on us. So yeah, I was 19 weeks and she was saying I was measuring at 21 weeks. So we think we're gonna have a big baby, which will also result in possibly having a C-section. So yeah, I've been feeling her. I've been feeling the little flutters since week 20, more in 21, now we're in 24, and my girl goes crazy, especially when I'm laying down. Oh, she is going in, which I love to feel her. On Christmas, she was kicking like crazy. My husband was feeling her. She was like, she loves Christmas, obviously, because her mother loves Christmas, and you could just feel her energy. She was in it, like she was in it. So, loved feeling her and her being all excited on Christmas Day. Like she was, yeah, it was really cute to feel her. Some other things, it's been so uncomfortable to sleep on my back. I have to like prop myself up on like extra pillows because my stomach is getting bigger, which I'll show you guys my bump in a sec. So yeah, it's just been super uncomfortable to sleep. The rib pain is like spreading everywhere. Like up here, I get so sore. It feels like it literally feels like an ab workout. Like it's like, I'm sore. I'm literally sore. So we got that, the uncomfortable sleeping. Ugh, it's just annoying. But trying to rest up more because I am going back to work and I will need to be on a schedule and all of these things. So yeah, but our baby is hitting all of her milestones, which is great. The ultrasound tech, when we went for my anatomy scan, was saying that she is like a textbook perfect baby. Like she's hitting all of her milestones. She has everything. She has all 10 fingers and all 10 toes and the cutest little nose. And I saw her in a dream. She came to me, cutest little thing. She had red hair, kind of like my husband. Freckles. She was just adorable. I cannot wait to see her and see what she looks like. I feel like she's gonna look like perfectly like the both of us. So yeah, that's amazing. I have noticed some other like things that I have so much like my skin is drier now. Like I used to be super oily. Like I would be like oil slicked, like so oily by now, but my skin has definitely been on the more drier side, which it could be attributing to, for one, me getting older. I am gonna be 30 next year, in 2026, so it could be that, it could be the pregnancy, but I've noticed that my skin is not as oily as she once was. So I used to pray that my oily skin would go away, but now that I'm getting older, I pray that like some oil stays so that I can look young for as long as possible now that I'm about to be a mommy. Also, flaky scalp. Like my scalp is so flaky now. It's insane. I mean, I've always had kind of like some scalp issues, but I just definitely have to like make sure that, which I straightened my hair again. I'm not loving it. I think I'm gonna put some what do you call those? Flexi rods in it today, because I don't love the way that it looks straight right now, which is why it's clipped back. So I might put some flexi rods in it to give it some bounce and some curl and stuff like that. Yeah, but I got my hair done. I got my hair, like I gave my hair a trim and all of that stuff so that I can move and grow healthier moving forward. Yeah, so all of that. But yeah, I just noticed that my scalp is really flaky, so I just need to make sure that I, wash more often. I'm gonna go back to washing once a week. So yeah, I mean, not now. I'm gonna wash my hair next. I just straightened it for the holiday for Christmas. I was just like, let me just straighten it just so that it's easier on me. But yeah, I think I'm gonna wear my natural hair until maybe my baby shower. I don't know. So I'm having 2 baby showers, one in Virginia, one in Delaware, just so that people in my northern family is able to come and visit me or come to the baby shower and not feel like they have to travel all the way to Virginia. So we'll do 2 separate, and then we'll have the one here for all my peeps here. So yeah, so I might straighten my hair from the baby shower depending, but maybe not. I think I just need to give it a rest and let my hair do its thing. But yeah, I don't know. I might not. We'll see when we get there. That's like 8 weeks away. We have time. So yeah, it's in like 2 months. So yeah, so the flaky scalp thing, the swollen gums, so annoying. The bleeding gums, all of that is super, super annoying. I get new insurance starting in the new year. So I will be booking a dentist appointment so that I can get that taken care of because the swollen gums and like the irritated gums are very irking. But I know it's a symptom of pregnancy. It just happens with the pregnancy. I've been getting a lot of pelvic pressure. Which I think is could be due to the fibroids and a bunch of other things, but I just do get a lot of pressure down there, especially if I sit for too long and then get up. It just feels like my stomach is so heavy. Yeah, the back hurting. Oh, sometimes my back hurts, like especially if I eat too much, the back, is on fire. We have our massage gun right here charging at all times because, yeah, and we didn't bring it to Delaware when we went for Christmas. Yeah, and my husband had to do it the old school way because I was like, listen, my back is on fire. So, yeah, there was that. Also, what I forgot to mention in the other video, my 20 week, no, did I do 20 weeks? It was 18 weeks actually. My 18-week update was I forgot to mention the nipple tenderness. So I have finally taken out my nipple rings. I don't know if you guys knew this, but I did have my nips pierced. So I took them out only because I do want to breastfeed. So I want to make sure that they're healed. I took them out around 21 weeks. Yeah, I think I was like 21 weeks. And yeah, I took them out because I want my nipples to be healed so that when breastfeeding, I don't have any issues with that. But also it was hurting so bad. My boobs have grown like 4 times. So yeah, it's been a little bit of a journey with the boobs. So I just took them out. I still have my belly button rings in, which actually I ordered the maternity belly button ring and it got delivered to the neighbors. I went to go because I could see Amazon shows you the package drop off. I could see that it wasn't our house, that it was the house next door. I went to go look at their stoop or whatever, their stoop, and there's no package there. There's nobody in the driveway, and it's like they didn't even bring it back over here. Like, so I'm annoyed with that. Very, very annoyed. My phone was just recording everything I was saying. But yeah, so I'm annoyed with the fact that they have my, package and have not sent it over, have not done anything. I'm already like annoyed with our neighbors anyway, like on this side, not this side. So yeah, like, why would you take my package and not give it back to me? And like, I want to go over there, but there's nobody in the driveway, and they always park in their driveway. It's not like they park in the garage like us. So yeah, like, it's like super, super annoying. So yeah, I had to file a complaint with Amazon and be like, whoever dropped it off to the wrong address for one, and then they stole it. So whatever. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else. I think I got through it all. That was like all of the updates. I am starving right now, so I'm about to make some food. And then my next update will be at the beginning of my 3rd trimester. So this is the end of my 2nd trimester updates. And yeah, I am excited to see my baby tomorrow. When we went to the ER yesterday, I couldn't see her. The ultrasound tech just didn't show me her, and I didn't ask because I was like, you know what, I'm getting an ultrasound again on Tuesday and I'll be able to see her and I can feel her moving in there, so it's fine. So I'm excited to see her tomorrow. She is looking so cute, and yeah. Christmas was great with my family. Everyone's like, oh my God, you popped. And, you know, a lot of people who didn't know that I was pregnant or haven't seen me in a while, it was great to see them, and saw my grandparents and all of that stuff. So Christmas was great. We're just gonna chill here for New Year's. We were gonna go to a friend's house, but we were thinking about it. We were like, okay, first of all, it's New Year's. On New Year's, you have to stay until the new year comes in. That's 12 o'clock. They live far. We wouldn't get home. We wouldn't leave right at 12. We would probably leave at like 12:30. We wouldn't get home till after 2 o'clock. I don't need to be out looking outside at 2 o'clock in the morning. Like, I'm sorry, but no, that's not a good idea. So we were like, we're just gonna stay home. And what's probably gonna end up happening is we're going to go to sleep in 2025 and wake up in 2026. And I'm fine with that. I'm cool with it. I've done it years before, and I'm cool with it this year. What did I do last New Year's? Now that I'm thinking about it, nothing. I didn't do anything. No, I think I hung out with some friends. Yeah, I think I hung out with friends. But I'm fine with, that. So yeah, anyway, you guys, let me go ahead and make some food because I'm starving, and get my life together, because yesterday I couldn't do not a GD thing because I was not feeling well. So yeah, I want to catch up on some Scandal because that's what I'm watching right now. I'm on the last season. I've watched the show before. I don't think I've ever finished it. So yeah, I want to get it finished. I'm on the episode where Quinn gets married, if you've ever seen Scandal. And yeah, I just want to chill and do some things and, relax, because this is my last week of freedom before I go back to work. I don't even know what it's like to work. I haven't worked since. Anyway, don't judge. That's just the way my life's been. But anyway, you guys, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed all the updates. I don't think I missed anything, but if I did, I'll come back on the 28-week update in the next video and update you guys on everything. But I've tried to take notes in my phone as I go, so it's not so scattered, and I can just kind of, do all of that. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye, y'all. Oh, sorry. Before I go, of course, you guys want to see the bump. So let me show you that really quick. Okay, so I'm wearing big stuff because I'm not hiding it, but I just don't need everybody in my business. But anyway, here she is. in all of her glory. This is my 24 week. I haven't eaten anything, so I usually get bigger as the day goes on and as I eat. So I'm about to eat right now, but there is my little big girl. So that is what we are working with right now. That is the bump. So yeah, since I measured myself on, hold on. Let's talk about weight for like 2 seconds. So I measure myself at because I do a bump date with you guys. I do a bump date, like pictures that I take of myself, and I do I document my measurements and where I'm at weight-wise and all that stuff. So at 20 weeks, I was 33.5 inches around my waist. I am now 36.5 inches around my waist. Now, this was right after Christmas, 2 days after Christmas, and I ate like crap during Christmas, horribly. So, mind you, I might have been bloated at the time. And yeah, so I was 160 at 20 weeks pregnant. I am now 169. So I started this pregnancy off at 145. So my goal was to only get up to 180, which doesn't look like this is gonna happen. So my goal was to only gain like 35 pounds. It looks like I will probably gain a little bit more than that because I'm not even in my 3rd trimester yet, and apparently you gain the most in your 3rd trimester and all that stuff. So I've already gained 25 pounds. So yeah, that's not looking likely, but I just have to kind of get over that also because yeah, but I will be giving myself, I give birth in April, and I'll be giving myself till my birthday, September 25th, to get back down to 145. So yeah, and I don't care what anybody got to say about it. 4 or 5 months, I don't care. I'm snapping back. I'm getting my body back. I have all the resources at hand. I know how to work out. We have a gym in our neighborhood. I, have access to dance classes. I regularly have kept up with dance, and I will just go back to doing ballet as soon as I, am authorized by my doctor. After I give birth, I will, continue to get on a workout routine. So yeah, I'll give myself probably 6 weeks off after birth to, rest up and recover and all of that stuff after birth. And then it is go time, baby. So yeah, but by my birthday, by my 30th birthday, I will be snapped back. I will not be playing any games. So yeah, anyway, now I'm gonna let you guys go. So yeah, like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye, y'all.